I'm
Okay.
Toby, Mama.
Wow.
I haven't been.
Perfect start. Oh,
We're
Hello
not.
everybody,
We're all.
welcome to some
We're all
Dungeons and
professionals here.
Dragons. Let's actually look at what we're doing. There we go. Alright, and yeah. So, Spellcrafter is the DM again, and then
hello.
players are players. Do we want to go around and introduce everybody who's playing what? Maybe? Yeah,
Or-
maybe?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm Charlotte, and today I'm playing Alexander, the
The Great.
the Great. Yes,
Come on.
I'm playing Alexander the Great. Yes,
No.
who is a clocky clockwork sorcerer.
Clocky sorcerer. I like it.
Clocky sorcerer.
Cool.
Some people are very clunky in nature.
Indeed, indeed.
Yes.
Chaya, do you want to go next?
I'm playing. Wait, what? Me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm playing the Haragon Bunny Ghoul, the warlock of crime, of stealing
Perfect.
offerings.
It's not a crime to her, is it? But yeah, it's
true.
perspective.
They crime to literally everyone else, though.
The urchin bunny. Child.
Cool. Brilliant.
Hello, everyone. I am Evan, and I am going to be playing Lachrin, Priest of Death,
Yeah.
and apparently a stable boy.
Indeed. Indeed. Cool.
What is the implication
Question
here?
And then, yep.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I'm Leo Dan. I am playing, I was going to say Eldritch. No, not Eldritch. What are they called? The elves that come from Faybrown. Anyway. Yeah.
The
Galadriel, that's the
Eldritch?
one. Galadriel.
Yes.
Yeah. I was going to say
Galadriel.
Eldritch Horror. No, that's a
Galadriel.
different game. Different game.
Yeah, the
But,
elf who tosses
like
his
the
bow across the sea.
Exactly, exactly. And then we are all being game mastered, dungeon mastered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
Yes.
Helping.
That sounds wrong.
That is not a
Spellcaster.
verb.
Exactly.
Spellcaster
Trying to lead us
helping
through
it.
the game. Yeah.
Eventually,
Brilliant.
mayhaps.
Exactly.
We have a
exactly.
single spellcaster.
Okay, let's settle down and listen to the DM of recaps and yeah, let's get back in the zone. Cool.
No.
Are we in a
Okay.
safe zone? Is that is this a safe
We're sat around a
space?
table eating food in the library, so
Yes, quite.
So it is
quite.
obviously a war-torn battle.
no, Shaz, that's not food. That's a book.
Or people. Sometimes people can be food, depending on if you're cannibalistic.
Indeed.
I do not want to be thinking of this.
I mean, you
Okay.
are a rabbit person. So we do have a rabbit person at the table, so
But this book does taste very good.
why
So-
are you eating paper?
Runa stopped Shaz from eating the books.
Wasn't
First
it made
off.
of rice?
But so Runara is just making sure everything about Shaz is fine. But other than that, oh, Dan's character is known as Leo Dan. Just to let you know.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Oh, they
So-
had a name.
yes, he didn't
I
name his
just kept
character.
calling them. I just kept calling them Elf Boy.
That works too. I mean, he is.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And where we
But
last
to be
left off,
fair,
you guys.
like, I'm not sure that we've actually introduced
Yeah.
our characters to each other in game. To be fair, we're just
I mean, let's
So-
let's just go with knife ears then. Let's
Oh.
one step further.
I don't think we're supposed to say that.
I'm apparently the rabbit, so.
I mean, to be fair, I think that's an insult in a different world.
To be
Not
fair,
sure
it's
which
only
one, but I
insulting
think-
if someone gets insulted by it, no? offended
Maybe.
by it, and I'm not offended by it as the elf. So
Yes.
yes.
And I'm
Okay.
just a human, so I'm blunt ears, I guess.
I mean, humans do be clubbing.
I
Why
mean,
not?
dear.
ears.
Oh dear.
Well, this is getting an interesting start for my session.
I don't know about interesting, but it is definitely getting a start.
Yes.
So
Another spot.
so to remind you all what happened last time. You first fought zombies with a kobold named Mila, to, and on the shores when they came out of the water.
Water.
Then you got
Quite.
then you got the Dragon's Rest after some scenes. What I'm not gonna mention. If you want to see those scenes, watch the previous episodes.
There were previous episodes? I don't remember signing anything. Is this a reoccurring theme? Oh no. But I
Uh,
digress.
Hard.
then you met Runara. You met about 8. Some people met like 8 kobolds. Well,
Some. Not all.
more kobolds, I should say. There's 9 here. One's Mila.
Oh my god.
And then there's Miguel, Giselle.
Then you got a tour of Dragon's Rest all the way up to the shrine where Shaz may have caused a little distrust from Runara.
What? She doesn't completely trust a stranger who appeared from a strange boat? From strange lands?
I think
And-
she's
The audacity.
just insane.
Let's keep asking questions about dragons and stealing offerings from
Yeah.
pilgrims.
There was that. You did do that.
Yes.
Almost. I've got stopped.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's still an attempt if you get caught and that stops you.
Yes, it very much is.
She tells you about someone who wants your help from someone who which you might be able to help this island to try to gain her trust. For some of you want to go to an outlook, basically. It's blocked off for most visitors because it's dangerous, according to her. And
We were eating food, yeah.
eating food in the library because there's no room on the tables there.
True.
And trying to find some references to why it's bad to eat food from a shrine.
Yeah.
Not only that.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
And
So
some leads
actually,
on. Yeah, go on.
well, I wanted to ask. I want everyone to roll investigation check for everything you are searching for in the library. For those who want to read, I want to get this out of the way first.
This might be a dumb question, but what even is there to investigate about again?
Oh my god.
No,
So
I mean, like,
They have a pretty sizable library, so that's kind of a loaded question.
basically, some of you guys wanted to read something last session, and that's why I'm asking if whoever wanted to read last session to roll an investigation check.
alright.
You rolled 2,
Alright.
Shaz.
10.
I would
rolled
say
10.
that rather than reading, I think if there's like a ritual or something that I can do that might
double check.
possibly give me insight into why I feel death looms over us all.
You
But
can
that
talk
might
to
just be the edgelord talking.
you can talk to Renara about that if you.
Like you hear the organ play in the background.
I had turned some people down.
I suppose that.
Kataya
Go ahead.
turning her down. So Runara, you can talk to Runara about that if you want. She might know something.
Sure. I suppose it's better to talk to her than to talk to myself.
Yep.
That's honestly what it feels like sometimes when you talk to a god. I'm never certain if he's there or not. Anyone else
before
have that issue?
No.
Ah,
I've never
just
really
me.
talked to a god, more like actually no, I think that counts as the issue, so probably yes.
I mean, if the gods don't come to eat their food, I don't know if they were there to begin with. I don't understand this concept.
I'm surrounded by heathens. Wonderful. Or not heathens. What's the term? There's a term for unfaithful. That's the word.
Or
Unfaithful. That's the
potential
word.
converts.
I don't. Oh, sweet child. I don't
Yes.
believe in conversion, because eventually you will become a servant of the god of death. There's no need for me to.
Surely that's more a vassal than a servant of them, but yeah.
Uh,
Well,
uh,
But
yes.
yes. I find
so
some
what did everyone?
references. Yeah, trying to find some references to shows Shazzy about the shrine stuff, and also references on about the island dragon powers. Yes, something to do with
Okay, you can
dragons.
roll an investigation check for that too. Two
Oh, it's
investigation
a
checks, I
different
guess.
thing. Okay, cool. Cool.
Yep. It's Chaz failed. Chaz failed. So don't. So
So 15 for one of them, and then
So a 10 fails too. Oh,
10 fails.
Jesus Christ.
what about 20?
that's a nat 20.
So one was for Shaz finding references about the religion. One was for finding references about the Dragon Isle. So that's
Yeah.
basically why I made the roll too.
Well, yeah, that's
And
cool.
I
Well,
suppose
I
I'm
got
going to
20
go
on the second
talk
one.
to the priestess.
Yep.
Can I also
So
come talk to the priestess? Because I don't really think there's something I want to learn from a book.
okay, who wants to go first about this? Talk to the priestess or reading books?
Um,
Well,
do
surely
we
the
want to just
20 is
roll?
talking to the priestess, maybe. No?
I'm gonna eat the books.
Eat the information.
I mean, since I'm failed at my investigation, I'm probably just nip, 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 nip.
I think it's
Renara,
more likely that you just found something else rather than actual topic we could have used.
I mean, she's still below average intelligence, so
yeah, you find a book, you find a coloring book of food.
oh, nice.
What-
Gotta love low int characters who get distracted by food.
She just taps at her favorite food and then swaps over to the next page, and then pauses it again.
Hmm.
This is truly the height of the most intelligent creatures alive.
She's playful. She's not dumb.
Exactly.
No one said you were dumb, sweet pea.
Huh,
But I'm
this
not there, so I can't comfort you.
this is
I'm
good
going.
food.
I'm gonna move you
Imagine
to.
Alexander is just zoning out during all of this, so he's just like staring at a wall or something.
I'm gonna move you guys to Renara, like the praying area, while she brings up a male tattoo, a male you haven't really met yet, a human male, to watch you guys while you're in the library. Leodan and Shaz.
Alright.
And so you two wanted to talk to me about something?
Um, I did, yes. I'm not entirely sure how much it's apparent, but I happen to be a priest myself of I must say, a very divergent kind of faith than yours, but I suppose I must go outright and say it. I am a follower of Kelemvor, the god of death. And recently, I have experienced visions that have brought me here. Visions that paint this island in death, unmatched in anything I've ever seen or felt before. I'd hoped that when I came here, I might find some clues to tell me how to prevent it, but nothing has as of yet come forth. Does this, in your mind, bring forth any visions, anything in particular that comes forth to your mind that might possibly be a source of concern?
Well, the zombies didn't always used to be here as much. It's a, and shipwrecks have been happening more and more often. Maybe that's the reason why you've been your worries. Maybe you've been sent here to figure out why all the undead have been summoned.
Possible. Has there been any large-scale changes to the island that you have noticed? Anything strange or unusual aside from ourselves?
Some things I cannot tell you right now,
But of course.
but there has been something that has been worrying me.
Hmm.
Something I can't deal with for myself. But I'm not
Well.
sure if I can trust you all yet, I'll be honest.
That's fair, I suppose. It's not every day that you get someone from an opposing religion who is contented with cooperation, let alone others of my company. And he kind of like looks over to the person who came with him to speak to Renala. Was it Renala? I'm sorry.
Runara.
Runara. Okay, I thought it was Runala.
Yeah.
But yeah. To be clear, who came with me?
Alexander.
Yes, he's
Alexander.
probably just like looking at the statue, trying to like decode if there's any symbolism he can understand.
Yeah.
Actually, can I make a perception check, or
You can
is
make
there
a
like just
religion
Oh.
check.
I mean, there's probably
Sure, do
nothing
you?
like. Yeah, no, he just never understood anything. Apparently.
I'm gonna go over to Leodan for his other things he finds real quick.
That's fair.
Leodan.
Yes.
Well, first off, you find a book about how religious offerings work, all the history behind it, why it's a bad thing to take from religion offerings. That's the first book you find.
Okay.
Do you share?
Well, I literally read it to Shaz.
So, Shaz, how do you respond to religious talking to you about like why it's all this happens?
Wait, who talks to me about it?
Leodan.
So
I
basically with the book pointing out those religious stuff.
Yep. Yep. That's the first book.
She's probably just being silent, cocking her head. Just didn't quite understanding why that's a thing. So why is it important to them again?
And they basically say like show their faith, their belief, like their devotion to their gods and all that stuff.
But the food is going to rot.
uh,
Are they gods of rot?
uh, so I don't think it's very successful, Leodan.
Oh, do you want me to interpret? Okay, yeah, no, I can interpret what the book says. So
Yeah.
this is the like platinum god, Like this is a dragon, a platinum dragon. That's the statue. See, you see. There's the same symbol. And then basically, so the offering was given to the statue, and you remember the lesson about if someone stole your food.
But is that statue magical?
Yes.
Does it run on?
Yes, it is.
So it
According
runs on
to
food.
yeah, exactly. But the god didn't get a chance to have the food because
So does it make applesauce out of it? Where is its exhaust pipes? I saw a machine once that needed fuel.
maybe we can keep an eye out for it. Eh? But this is what this book says, and that's why people can get upset if you take food from the altars, because that's food people given to whichever god. So that's this example. But I understand what you're saying about the food could go rotten, but that in itself can be an offering to the gods, like
But
depending
I saw
on the
so
god,
many people with hunger before. I don't understand. Why don't offer it to the people? Isn't
That's
that
a
more
good
rewarding?
question. Let's go find some priests and ask them. So the lady that seems to run this place seems to be quite priestly. You can ask her these questions. But this is what this book says. I hope that adds some insight into the question. But then also the cool thing with asking questions and finding answers is often lead on to more questions. So
Indeed.
you can add to this as we go. How does that sound?
One thing I've learned is not getting caught when getting food that were offerings.
That's true. Oh, tease high. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But yes, that sounds good. Right, so that's this book.
No need to get in trouble, right?
Well, we'll put it. Well, probably no need to get in trouble. Just talk to the priest lady and say you're sorry for eating the food, and then we'll roll on. Yeah. All right. I'll put this book back. I'll put it back. Let's go find that lady.
I'm not going to apologize.
While that's happening, we're going back to the Runara scene.
Okay.
Running.
Wait,
she's
yeah.
Alexander. She stares at you like, so what did you want to talk to me about?
He's just kind of looking up and down the statue, not really like slowly lowering an eyebrows. He's like trying to like comprehend what like the text is saying. So what can you tell me about this god? Like, what is their
Tenants?
history? Yes, and tenants too.
So she's gonna go into a giant history tangent about Bahamut. How much do you guys want to hear about this? Because this might take a while.
I think I hear a bad idea happening over here, and I guess, can we get the Spark Notes version? Are
Yeah.
you thinking of
Yeah.
the big question really is Charlotte, right?
Yes.
Are you wishing to convert, or
No.
what is
I'll
it
be
you are
honest, my
looking
character probably
for?
isn't even interested in Bahamut, just trying to like get any leads possible.
So she talks about Bahamut, and her sister Tiamat, how Bahamut's like the great god of dragons, who of
Metallic?
metallic dragons, yes. How he always keeps back Tiamat at bay as best as he can. How
Is
he
Tiamat the evil one?
Yep.
Basically?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful.
and she goes into more tangents, but you don't get very much information about it
Yeah,
your
he's probably like trying to like nod away, but it's kind of obvious to literally everyone else that he's not interested. Sadly.
I must ask kind of a curiosity question for you, sister. I've never met a human follower of Bahamut.
Th-
I, bel- I
There, there has been
usually go ahead, my bad.
there has been some human followers of Bahamut, but I must admit they've been rarer in these days.
Hmm. What exactly? Because he is the god of good dragons, and from what I've heard, dragons. I guess calling them the good dragons is a little bit of a topic of debate, but are not the dragons all they care for their own issues? Is that not correct? So what is I guess what drew you to follow a god of dragons over say a god like Helm whose tenets are fairly similar? I
She
understand this
goes,
is a very personal question. Feel
she
free
goes,
to.
she goes tight-lipped for a second, like, I will tell you if I can trust you.
I see. Well, I'll not push the issue for right now then. Um,
Also, I want to ask, are there any places on this island where we can look at stars? This is a bit of a random question.
There is at night, but I'll show you that at night, I guess. Up here, might you be able to see the stars? You should be able to, as it is the highest area of Dragon's Rest.
Alright.
stars. Hmm. Very well. Um, I must admit that I'm somewhat puzzled as to what my next step should be, but for right now, I think I shall leave you be and check to make sure that our companion is behaving, I suppose. I can't help but feel like something might happen. Of course, I am already on edge due to the vision I told you of, so maybe I'm just being paranoid. Thank you for your time, sister.
It's always a pleasure to meet with other gods, God,
Mm.
God's followers. And while that's happening, um, before you guys leave, Shaz and Leodan, you found another book because you rolled 2 investigation checks.
Alright.
So the second book is what you wanted to get information about
The island.
the island,
Yeah.
and you find a old-looking book hidden underneath a shelf.
Sweet.
And the book looks like it's a bunch of notes. It looks like a more of a journal of some sort.
Alright, I read it. What information can I get from it?
It's talking about it. You realize a little bit later. It's a book from Mila, the Cobalt,
Okay.
and it talks about how she was basically betrayed by her siblings by by a dragon when she when she was testing in something in the the tower you were searching for.
Cool, cool.
So
Okay. So does it give any directions to the tower? Any clues on which direction from here?
it says it does tell you the direction of the tower, yes, but it says that it's been blocked off and inhabited ever since. She says like her siblings betrayed her on the tower and like
Okay.
hurt her wing because she used to be a wing kobold, apparently.
All right. Would I know if
My,
there are
my.
like if that's unusual or?
They're a rare type of kobold called Urds.
All right. Would
And
my character know that or?
your character would probably hear about it. I don't know if you ever met kobolds before.
All right. Cool. Something to add to my notes. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, we got a. So, what is the directions like to the tower?
The directions, she basically says that it's on. I'll just pull it up on the map real quick
Okay.
because it's literally just on the map. Here we go. Drag right here.
All right.
So so apparently the observatory. Oh, that's the entire map.
Yeah.
Is right around here.
On
On
the
the
other
edge of
side
the
of the
island.
island. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. So I make my way. So yeah, I bring that. So I asked the person who's watching us. Hey, so I found these notes about this. Is it cool if I copy these directions over to my own notes?
And when he sees that you have Mila's journal, that's not supposed to be there. And
All right.
she takes the book,
Oh
he takes the
no.
book.
What
Oh.
did you do?
All right. Well, I'll take that as a no.
Yeah,
But
he's like, that's really there.
I'll write it in my diary anyway.
He says that's a personal journal.
No worries, no worries. All right. I think we've got everything we need from this library.
Basically, still noting it down. Yeah, no, it's okay. Fine. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Cool.
So okay, this guy looks really annoyed at you after that.
Well, I did
Finding
say
a
if it's
book
okay,
that wasn't
but
supposed to be there.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
he
not
also
my.
just took a book out of your hand.
Yeah, that's rude, man. But it's all good.
Sorry, it's a personal journal of one of the kobolds here.
No, I understand. Cool. Bye. Okay then, bye now. Let's go find our friends. Cheers.
Hell yeah.
Hey friends, we've got some directions. Should we go there?
Directions to what exactly?
There's a tower on the other side of the island.
Mm.
That wasn't that her journal?
No, it
Points at
wasn't.
Runa.
No, look, Shaz. It's clearly in my journal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Renara says, "Well, you wouldn't be able to get there anyway."
Why would we be able to get
I
there?
didn't realize
Excuse
she
me?
followed us.
No, Renara's still. You guys kind of just went to the same area. You just went to the area.
What?
Mm. Gotcha.
You kind of didn't move from the shrine area. I'm taking it from where your tokens are.
That's fair.
So she says, there's no. It's in the sea, and there's no way to get across without proper equipment.
Then we get proper equipment.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Also, like, we're fairly resourceful.
You have a way to get into the bottom of the ocean?
Me?
And when he
do
was
ya?
mentioning resourceful, she was taking a quick glance at the food at the shrine.
Yes.
Also, can I check if like the food that I had placed is like gone by now? Because I feel like either Shaz ate it or someone else stole it.
There for now.
For now?
Yeah.
I see.
So, as you guys get out, like, actually, there's something I can. we could use Tarnak, the person who's watching you, could use your help with, if you want to help him.
I thought we were helping the Myconids, or
Yeah, that's the Myconids basically. He offered you guys to help with the Myconids basically.
I see.
If you could,
Alright,
if you
and what's in it for us, if I may be so bold?
well, Tarnak has some Tarnak has some rewards he said he can give you, if you want. He's a potion crafter, if you didn't know.
I would
Interesting.
not have known. I have never met this man. This
Person.
But it is good. It is always good to have spare potions. Most people find my healing magics quite unpleasant.
Unpleasant?
Yes. And he just looks at you deadpan, and you can't help but feel like it's weird for some reason. Like,
He has
because it
been
kind of
feeling like
makes
it's
you
weird for
wonder.
some reason all day. This does not
Yeah.
sense anything.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's kind of that question of how does a god of death heal people?
Oh, are you feeding people bad cough drops? I really hate that. But they say they do heal.
I mean, I like bitter medicine, if that's what you mean.
If you guys want,
No? Is he just kind of looks to Shaz and then back to
It's not-
Bitter
it-
Does it make diarrhea? I hate that.
I just
I
hope not.
back on topic. Where do we find this person? You said he was in the library.
yes, he was watching your
no.
other friends.
We gotta go to the tower.
The tower's in the middle of the ocean,
He
isn't
might help us with that, possibly.
So the tower is like a little off the shore of the ocean, but it's on a steep like little island on itself.
That's no worries.
I see.
Sounds like an adventure to me.
Now this island,
No,
these
you don't-
islands have trees.
No, what I'm saying is the entire structure is covers the entire island, and it's just like a jumped up cliff, sheer cliff.
Wonderful.
That's the island. That's why
I see.
there's a reason why it's dangerous and no one's allowed usually there. What book did you find that in?
I found it in the book in the library.
It had a curious cover.
I mean,
As
there's
in,
not that many
there
books
was not
outside
much of
the
a cover.
library.
Yeah. Just found it in some
Just
notes in the library, yeah.
Just
It kind of
just
sounds
plain
like you found
left and right.
It kind of sounds like you found somebody's journal or something.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he
almost like
said
that,
it was
yeah.
a journal.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds
But
like that.
Anyways, I think we
but-
should be
yeah.
going, guys.
Yes.
It sounds like the guy needs us. Is he just kind of like trying to walk away from Runara?
What guy needs us?
staring at you.
Okay.
When she hears you Leodan read a journal, she's like, okay, tell all kobolds to keep their personal belongings to themselves.
Oh, but it was this guy's fault. He said he accidentally left your book there.
Yeah.
What? I don't.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm
you go to
going
the
to
library
be-
to find information. It's not our fault that people leave their stuff
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, maybe he has very malicious intent. You maybe should check him up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deception.
I just grab both of them by like the scruff of the neck and say, "Come, we must away to help the Myconids, apparently,
Alexander
before
just
you
starts
two."
nodding and apologizing to Runara, like, sorry
Yeah,
for causing
yeah.
you trouble. It's just our friends are a little bit delusional.
We're not delusional.
Yeah.
We're adventurers. There's a difference.
Yeah, we're
Well,
not. So,
just
if we need
be
anything, we'll tell you.
cautious.
Bye-bye.
Just be
So-
cautious, lest I have to bury you too soon.
Shaz is holding up a paw for a high five with Leodan.
Yeah, high five, high four.
And you don't even hear a sound. It's like so fluffy.
It's like so soft. Yeah, you're so.
Yeah.
And then like, and I'm like high, pop, and then it's like, yeah, ration, yeah, food ration, yeah. Give you a food ration.
Renara's just staring
That's how
at
we do it.
Leodan.
That's how we roll.
Yeah.
We do what we want,
We're
not
not-
what we're told.
Renara is just watching you guys leave and like putting her face in her head. Oh my gosh.
That seems like they're their problem than our problem, right?
Right,
things-
right.
Eventually, every problem becomes everyone's problem.
Not if you walk away.
In style. Not if you walk away in
That sounds
style.
that sounds very
I don't-
reasonable.
Yeah.
I don't
You
have a
talk me
spell
through.
that can let us walk away from an island.
I've got Misty Step.
I mean, we don't want to go away yet from the island.
Yeah, we don't need to go away.
We
I'm
still
sorry,
have things
is
to
the
do.
librarian here? Where is the librarian here?
Yeah, the library's right here. And basically when you get there you see Tarak talking to Mila to giving her the journal.
Yeah, Tarak should take better care of this.
Yeah, agreed.
you should not leave your stuff laying around, he says to Mila. And she just looks sad and just walks away.
Oh, whoa.
Damn.
Yeah, Myla.
No.
Like, come back.
She already ran away. She ran away when she
All
saw
right,
that.
I followed the sad cold bolt.
Before or after you release yourself from my grip?
What grip?
Do a strength check.
What grip?
I will.
Tested.
I will.
Roll a strength check.
Why are you gripping me? Where are you gripping me?
I bury people for a living. I don't need them to do it themselves.
Wow! I was going to
Damn.
give them some money for the information,
That
but
was
fine.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So do you have to be gripped too?
Yes, she has
I
you
have
both
2
grip.
people grip. Yep.
Okay.
Athletic.
That's a
Can I
3.
like assist Leodan in escaping?
I'm pretty
actually,
sure both of you can beat it with like a anything.
Eight.
what am
Nope.
I rolling?
Wait.
What am I rolling
Can
to
you-
counter
Yeah,
that?
how do I
Athletic.
how do I turn
Athletic.
the advantage off? It's a bit annoying.
I'll tell you how to it later.
How about a 14?
14. You both get out. You both chase after the kobolds.
Wait, what?
What are you?
What did you roll, Electron? A 3?
I rolled a 3. I was too distracted by I was unprepared to deal with children. The god of death does not run an orphanage.
Who's being the children? Who's being children? I'm being responsible and like cheering up the person I, accidentally read the diary of due to the
Just-
librarian putting it in the wrong place, and I was gonna
Just-
make amends. What's
Shaz is
childish about that?
actually-
Clearly,
Shaz is actually
I-
quite-
you undead man
You ran
need
out.
to get out more.
You,
Shaz is actually quite amused
what
by
did
this.
you just call me?
It brings back it brings back her action days.
Leodan. What did you just call me?
So I say to this Cobalt, sorry about reading your diary. We didn't realise it was yours. It was just in the library. And can I make amends by offering you some payment for it, for the information that we got from it?
It's quite alright.
Do you want some food?
I left the book in the library myself. I usually hide underneath some bookshelves because my room's kind of crowded.
Yeah, no
I have
worries.
to-
I completely understand that. And I mean, like again, this isn't our home, and I just found it in the library. I didn't realise it belonged to anybody. but yeah, I feel bad for reading it. It was only when the librarian guy took it off of me quite so suddenly that I realised it was somebody's. So, can I give you compensation? Food or money?
I need some more alchemists. I'm going to get some
Oh,
alchemist supplies later. I need to, I you can accompany me to the near the myconid place, I guess. But
Yeah, I can do that. Happy to do that.
Tarnak was gonna Tarnak said I said you guys were going said he was gonna ask you guys, so might as well.
Absolutely. We can do that. So, what did you need?
Well, there's well a nearby hot spring nearby there,
Sounds
Wh-
delightful. Can we have a,
and
like, yeah?
and then nearby that hot spring is some rare mushrooms I can use.
mushrooms?
Mushrooms? Okay. What do they look
Do
like?
not
Can
eat.
you give us a description?
I'm gonna pull up the description of the mushrooms she's gonna get.
Sweet,
They're
sweet.
called. They're called. Let me pull it up. I think they're called wind spores. Treasure. Wind spore. Yes. It basically has like a. It's like a mushroom cap with like little dots on them, like brown dots.
Can you describe it so I can write it in my diary so then you get a description? And
Yep. She said it's like it's the stem is purple, the top of
okay.
it's red, and then inside has like little brown like dots all over it. Like think of a red cat mushroom, but like red dots around it, all over it, brown dots all around it. And if you can squeeze this mushroom, it
Doesn't
releases
sound.
it releases the rare spores that let you breathe underwater.
It doesn't sound poisonous at all. Doesn't look poisonous at all.
It looks poisonous, very poisonous.
Wait, you can breathe underwater with it? She looks at Leodan.
That's
and tries-
amazing. That well, we're going to the tower anyway, so that sounds amazing. So if we get you some and we get us some, can you make us a way to breathe on the water?
Under the water.
Under the
It's-
water.
The shit. Just to let you know, the observatory's not underwater. It just like has like a big gap, and then there's like.
Still, breathing underwater sounds ace. Let's do it.
True.
So he says, "I guess I can. That would
Sweet.
need a lot more wind. I'd need a lot more wind spores than I was planning to collect."
It's alright, we'll
then
collect them
we
for
can
you.
eat more.
Don't you worry about that. We got you covered. We'll find these spores for you.
Okay. Well,
Alright, well,
I
what was your name?
Mila.
Myla. Absolute pleasure meeting you, Myla. Leodan. Chaz.
Right.
Cool. We're going to go find you your mushrooms, and then, yeah, we'll report back to you, friend.
And this
again,
is Alexander, she points back.
Alexander as well, yeah. And again,
Huh?
sorry about the overstep. The reading your diary, not realizing it was yours. But
Yes,
thank you for
please.
the information, and we'll go grab these mushrooms for you. So where were they again?
Near the Myconid cave.
Magniv Clave. Sweet.
Myconid.
That's exactly what I writ down. Nice. All right, thank you. Cool.
Taurus literally just like is looking at Lacra now. Let me do a scene with this.
Cool beans. Right,
Lacra,
guys.
he says, like,
We
"Is
got.
your friend?"
We can go to the cave and get some mushrooms.
Sorry?
Are your friends always like this? He asks Lacran.
Wow.
I have just met most of them in the past few days. I cannot attest to their normal levels of energy, as it were. Though it might just be that they are excited for being in a new place, but they are very. He pauses for a very long time to try and think of a word that's not insulting. Um, but
Oh.
like not in like a rude way, but it's like they're very adaptable. Um, I must admit that it's not often people are able to speak to one such as myself. And he kind of like taps his holy symbol without having some form of baggage attached to it, if it as it were. But as to whether or not that's their normal, I cannot say. They do seem very fun, I suppose.
Well, I've for this quest, I have something you can offer as a peace offering to the Myconids. I'll warn you. They have a they have a creature guarding the entrance.
Ah,
A giant an
A
octopus.
sporemonger.
a what? I'm
A
sorry?
giant some kind of octopus.
An octopus?
Yes.
Mush.
Isn't that the soft, squishy creature with the weird multiple legs?
Yes. They can animate technically the corpses of dead creatures for limited time.
What?
I, s- I see.
But it's not
Um,
like animate undead. Don't worry about that. It's actually, where
no,
do you feel about like taking control of bodies with mushrooms?
well, I suppose so long as the soul. So, undeath is simply another state of being. I personally see it as a way to continue on if you have unfinished business.
But isn't
Though,
with the mushrooms?
wait,
It's not undeath, right?
it's not correct. It's, I
Damn it.
believe they're simply using the body's natural mobility, and the spores are animating it without any direct correlation to the soul.
Correct.
I don't see any issue with that, so long
Are
as
you
they
asking
don't.
us to pilot someone dead then? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, you all are back.
Yeah.
We
I
have
assume you've apologized to Mila for reading their diary?
So I apologise for not realising it was theirs and compensated them, and then we're going to go get some mushrooms so they can top up their supplies, and we can make some potion or something to breathe underwater. And just as a note, don't go grabbing people when they're trying to do something nice for somebody.
I'm sorry, the last thing that I saw you do was, or that I heard you do, was read somebody's journal.
Yeah, but you
And
didn't
it
know that I
seemed
didn't
as
know that it was
though
theirs. Hmm? Hmm? You wasn't there in the
I
library.
was I was more so trying to get you to move away before you buried yourself metaphorically in the conversation with the priestess. I know I deal with death a lot, but it definitely seems like maybe she wasn't able to continue the conversation with us. But I do apologize for the, I suppose, overstepping
Nocturne.
my boundaries, as it were.
You're using a lot
And
of words, but it isn't really necessary.
Yes.
my
Um.
apology isn't necessary, or
No,
the.
the many words. I mean, I'm not. I got told a lot of times. You mean well, don't you?
I don't understand really. This is. I don't really speak to people often, so maybe I'm not good at this. I'm
I think you
sorry.
Well,
do fine.
what we can do is that we can all learn stuff along the way, can't we? About each other, about how to treat people. you know. So
Is fair.
let's go together and learn together. And I'm sorry for my actions if they offended you guys. But I am responsible for my actions, and I was just trying to make amends to the kobold that was walking away upset, you know?
I see.
By the way, Mr. DM, if I may ask, what time of day is it?
It's getting late, basically. But you guys can
Alright.
go. So you
That's
guys
right,
kind of spent it.
Yeah. But
So we've rested already, right? Or
let's camp for the night here and then make out first thing.
Well, not in the middle of the road.
Not here in the bunks that they give us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna move you.
yeah.
So Mila actually leads. So Tarek and Mila actually lead you to your rooms. Like, well, one room because they said you guys didn't have very many rooms.
Yeah. Well, we got given a room, didn't we?
Yep.
Well,
So you.
okay,
So
that
here's your
works.
room. Here's your room. It's all one bed.
It's all one bed. What?
They only usually have one visitor here.
It's okay. You guys can have the bed. I'm gonna go back to the library and learn some more.
She takes a pillow and follows you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go back to the library.
I suppose that's fair. I was just going to use my bedroll, and I'm sorry, I'm not exactly comfortable with sharing a bed with somebody I've just met. I hope that's not offensive. I'm sure you're wonderful people, but I've heard some very odd things.
Sorry, I'm trying my hardest not to laugh, but I can't.
Yes.
Just laugh. It's all good.
Yes. There was an incident with one of the followers of Lady Firehair.
Oh no.
Wow.
That does sound juicy.
Well,
goddess
that's
of
lovely,
love.
but I think we should rest first.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
wherever we can.
Yeah.
That's
well,
fair.
literally, the benches in the library I'm just laid out on. So yeah. I'm just like, yeah, I found a bench.
Before I fall asleep, can I like cast an alarm spell? Like not
Yeah.
cast, but maybe wait, is it even a ritual?
It is a
It
ritual.
is.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to ritual cast it then.
But you sorcerers can't get ritual casts.
What?
Sorcerers have no access to ritual casting.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Oh, damn.
That's a wizard thing.
Oh.
Well, it's more so just not a sorcerer thing, but not unless there's a feat for it, because everybody loves feet.
I do love
But
feet.
that is beside the point. Go ahead.
He's probably just like waving around the like material component like a small bell, but it's not making any noise, and he's like, "What? Why is it not working?"
Yeah. You can still cast it if you've got spell slots.
I don't.
Oh. You have
He's
a
just
sorcery
trying
point
to
though,
and being
don't
like,
you?
"What the?"
He
At
used all his.
level 1? No.
You have one spell slot.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you
I'll
can
cast
use a
it then.
bonus action.
Like from just looking behind Alexander's. Yeah. Oh, look, you got a sorcerer point.
Oh my
Where did
god,
this
it's
I
come
more-
from?
didn't see it. I had it on my
No.
laptop this entire time.
It's more so just I've played sorcerers before and I know a bit about their abilities. So,
Yeah, okay.
but yeah,
I'm very confused about sorcerers still.
that's
No.
fair.
I'm gonna pull up your
Yeah.
character sheet and just see what's going on.
I've noted down that I have 0 spell slots left, surprisingly.
Oh yeah, you probably used them all
Damn.
during the zombie fight.
Oh,
So
well,
That
too
was
bad.
quite the battle.
Yes, it was.
We've laid those spirits to rest, and I think if we are separate, Lachlan would probably try and find time to do a ritual of his own as like a prayer to see if his god will give him any insight.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, no, Alexander probably just like tries to tidy up the room a little bit, like
Yeah,
realizing, oh, the only reason I'm sleeping on the bed is because I was zoning out while everyone else was talking.
yeah.
Yeah.
You fell
So-
asleep standing, and we just led your body over to the bed.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly like that.
I don't
Cover over
understand
you like
how
a
you
dead
did
body. Yeah.
this.
Hashtag just sorcerer things.
Yeah. So is this kobold in the library or what?
Yep. She's in the library. She was reading while you got there.
Yeah, yeah. So I come back and find her reading, and I'm like, oh, what are you reading?
Alchemical components.
Sweet. Well, sit next to me. Teach me something.
She's like, okay, I'll see what I can do.
So
Uh,
when we get you these mushrooms, what are you going to do with them to make us breathe underwater?
I'm going to collect the spores from it and make it and put it into a alchemical component to make. I was originally gonna make something different for this with the mushrooms.
Well,
Not
if we
water
get
breathing.
you loads, and then we can do all of it.
Yes, I assume so. Although I hope that I don't know how fast they'll grow. I can't be certain.
Well, when we go and find them, we can see how they're growing, and then let you know, and perhaps bring back some of the soil with it. Maybe that'll help. Help you grow them.
I don't think so. It's the reason why they grow is from the Myconid community.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well,
Mushroom
we'll
people.
take. I'll take some notes for you of where we find them. Anyway, for future endeavors.
Fair enough. Uh, when you guys finish that, Lacrin, you do the ritual, and you see something strange.
Stranger than my current company?
That's debatable.
Ouch.
Well,
Yeah,
we're in the
there's
library. We're
limits
not
to everything, you
Yeah,
know.
we're not next to you
Let's
right
be
now.
realistic
So.
Yep.
The
So
motion still stands. Stranger than my current company.
Looking at you, Alexander.
that,
I mean, he's
that-
probably got like literal equations flying above his head while he's sleeping, so it's very difficult to say.
that's
Probably not.
debatable, but you see a ship. What's like half submerged, and you hear.
Oh, it's a submarine.
No, it's like stuck on a cliff. It's stuck on rocks, basically.
It
It
was
like
a bad
crashed.
joke.
I know. I just want to make sure I get the scene proper. And a alluring song. Would you roll a history check to see if you recognize the song?
Oh,
A wing, a whip, a wing, a whip.
I will punch you straight in the groin. Please don't ruin the Lion King for me. Please don't ruin the Lion King for me. That's a
There's-
19.
There's, by
Nice.
the way, nothing to hit in the groin, so
Yeah. So as you hear a song of a harpy, but that's not what really gets you. As you go closer, you see some kind of object you can't quite get the image of, but it's pulsating energy which you don't recognize.
Oh dear.
And you've noticed anytime another ship just crash into nearby, and then people start as like you get fast forward image, the
Mhm.
object pulses energy, and every ship, everything what died rises from the ship that crashed and kills anyone else on board.
Mm.
neat.
Dark magic. Would it be possible for me to, seeing this, am I able to kind of determine, do I know if it's animating their corpses or binding their souls?
It is
I would presume the latter.
it is doing
But
both.
Oh. Horrid magic.
And
Go
and
ahead.
since you rolled such a good history check, seems like some kind of magic seems like something from somewhere book you've read, but you don't know where the magic comes from. It's on the top tip of your tongue.
Hmm.
But at the end,
I
sorry,
see. No, you're good. Go ahead.
you wake up from your image like your prayer, as it seems like that's what you got us wanted to tell you.
Hmm. Okay. So, Lachlan. So, just for kind of a clarification, Lachlan probably created a circle with his many bells from his belt,
Yep.
in a perfect sphere around him, and inside it created a large black bubble within which he was sitting in a meditative pose. And as the final image of the vision flashes through his head and that uncertainty of where he's seen it before, the bubble pops with the soft chime of bells, and his eyes open. And it's just, as he sits there for a moment, contemplating, there's a strange green light kind of emanating from him as he calms himself. Possibly waking up the person in the bed, but he kind of doubts it. They were very
Yeah.
tired. Um,
Math equations flying over their head.
I have no idea the scope of what I'm dealing with, but whatever that is, it needs to be stopped. And I suppose I'll have to prepare some earplugs. Was the song unpleasant? No, right? Because it was a
No.
harpy song. I
Yep.
could hear it without being charmed.
Yep.
Hmm,
It was a harpy song.
hobbies. Ugh. I can't help but wonder. Things are never easy. And he kind of like gets up and prepares his own bedroll to rest for the night. Kind of just uncertain where to go from here and if he's ready to deal with something so serious. And he goes to
Okay.
bed.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone wanted to do besides equations? We can like listen to Mila talk about potions.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's awesome. That's awesome. I write some of this information down because that's what I do. And then I'm like, Milo, thanks for that. We're probably gonna sleep here if that's okay.
I guess that's fine.
Sweet. Okay. Well, yeah. And then I get my bed roll out and sort of like set it up in the corner, like here. Yeah. Chaz, where are you sleeping? Are you sleeping in there too?
is there perhaps a space free somewhere in the shelves?
Yeah, yeah. Go for it. Go for it.
No.
In the shelves, yeah.
In the shelves, yeah. Just sitting
Like,
there. Over there.
like among the shelves?
Yeah, like yeah, in the shelf. Like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
there's like a
I'm sure you
book
can
row
find a
free.
spot. Yeah.
Milo just
All right.
stares at you and stares at you as you find a slice in the shelves.
Just shut. Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody. And then yeah. Yeah. Right.
And she has a
Go to sleep.
pillow, so
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
We
As
are a weird collective.
That's all right. It's just nice and cozy, isn't it? Like books are nice and warm as well.
Yes. I wouldn't say
and
warm,
and
just
midnight snack is like one paw away.
Exactly.
And
Okay.
Mila eventually leaves because she can't be dealt. She can't deal with this
Oh, we're
right
sleeping
now.
already. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh
you're
no, she
snore.
has
But
to
what?
deal with some sleeping people.
No,
Like,
snore. What if he
like
snores?
Shaz is whispering something to Shabo before going to sleep, and then
Yeah, yeah. You're whispering
Is
something
it
to
is it
Shabo.
within earshot of me or no?
yeah.
That's up to that's up to Shaz. Can you hear it? How long? Low did you whisper?
Oh, it's too silent to hear,
What are you
especially
What are
from
you
the.
saying? Yeah, what are you saying? Is it in like demonic or something?
No, but it's basically just nothing important. Like
Fair
more
enough, fair
like
enough.
yeah.
So
It's
I
like
think you're
basically
saying good
just a
night to
good
me, and I'm
night.
like, okay, good night, Shaz.
Shabo responds. This might be if when Milo leaves, if we stay up, we might be able to get to that shrine.
Oh, was looking forward to sleep, but you're right. That's a good idea, Shabo.
Okay, she's not here actually because she has somewhere else she has to be. Mila has to leave, and yep,
Question. Do I have
yep.
to roll to fall asleep, considering I just saw dreams of death?
You can roll to fall asleep, sure, but if that's what your character would do.
Well, it's more so just like I was debating doing a walk because I thought we were just going to like continue on from the nighttime, but now I just want to have a
Well, I personally
midnight
would have liked
walk.
to, but my character is
Yeah.
already asleep.
Yeah.
Push
So
him out of bed. No, not really. Not really.
so
He just falls on the floor and is like, just
uh,
continue sleeping.
well you can, so this just roll a Constitution check to see if you fall asleep or not.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Alexander has to roll if they wake up.
Yeah,
con
spell
check?
DC 1,000,000.
You fall asleep.
That's an
You're too,
8.
you fall asleep. You're too tired.
I dream of vomiting off the side of a ship.
No.
Delicious.
That sounds like a nightmare, but sure.
Yeah, there's harpies singing in the background and being on a ship and just realizing I can't hear them over all the vomiting.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's one way from getting hypnotized, I suppose.
And in the corner, you see a small figure asking, "Why are you reverse eating?"
Ooh, why are you
That's not how you
sleeping?
eat.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'm just gonna have this scene real quick.
Cool.
Shaz.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, you go. So you're gonna run over to the shrine area.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
What?
You're running over the shrine area, and then as soon as you get close, I need you to roll a.
I mean, I
What
would be sneaking as well.
No, this is. I know you would be sneaking. This doesn't matter for that.
Okay.
I'll need you to roll a Constitution Wisdom saving
Oh,
throw.
Uh.
No, you keep clicking twice. 4.
Oops. A double click. I always thought. It's a 4. Terrible.
You fall asleep right there and then.
Great.
Snorka Mimi.
And the next morning, everyone, you get a long rest.
Hell yeah.
Renara, Shaz, you're the first one to wake up, as Renara's standing right in front of you as you wake up in the morning.
Which button do I have to press for
Long rest.
the
It's literally called the button called. It's literally a button called long rest. Yeah, right underneath. I would never fully trust their flaws, and then short rest, long rest, rabbit hop, other resources, there's a button that says short rest and long rest.
Okay, my sheet closed itself. I can't find it. It doesn't
Okay.
open. Okay, let me reload.
Okay. Leodan, you wake up in the library. Mila
Sweet.
showed up sometimes showed up back up there. It's like browsing the books.
Alright, I'll wake up and say, how's it going? Where, is there any food around? Like breakfast? Have you had breakfast?
Yes, you slept in a little bit. The breakfast has
Alright.
been fed. The
No
kobolds
worries.
are
I was just going to offer you some of my food, but as you've already eaten, cool beans. I eat some of my rations as I peruse some of the library.
Okay,
so
Runala is standing in front of me currently.
yep. Like, why are you sleeping right by the shrine?
I thought I feel safer when I'm close to your god. Deception question mark?
You're gonna roll an insight. Okay, what's her insight? Alright. Okay, D20. Alright, I forgot she has a really high insight.
I know. I rolled a 13 apparently. But I really don't like that it rolls with advantage.
I'll fix it as soon as we're done. And that is a.
It's a 9. Oh, it's lower.
She rolled low. She rolled a 2.
Nice.
She
She
says.
probably cocks an eyebrow anyways.
Yeah, she cocks her eyebrow like, "Oh, are you thinking about converting to Bahamut?" And she starts going on to a rant. You are now trapped in a rant with Runara about Bahamut and the great gods.
It was so terrible and exhausting that even my character fell asleep near immediately.
It's alright, it's a good opportunity for you to continue your learning by asking all the questions.
Yeah, Shaz is just keep asking question like at every sentence.
Perfect.
And then she asks you questions, and you get a bit of your own medicine as she asks you questions about your beliefs and your past and your sword and everything about
Make
to try to
shit
get.
up. Make shit up.
Like
Does anyone else taste that your own medicine?
I won the sword in a lottery. Deception.
She doesn't believe you half the time. But she just continues forward asking you questions.
But that's that's still
just
half the time.
And then for the others, Alexander and
Hamilton.
Blackren,
Yes.
you guys wake up when Tarek walks into your room and says, "Well, are you guys ready to go go to the Mykonid area?"
Let's go.
Yeah. Would you just mind waiting outside? We're kind of.
Lachrin is kind of doing the monk's meditation pose as he's like praying to his god. And he's like, as this man walks in, he has like this green spectral glow in his eyes. His hair is levitating, and he's maybe floating an inch off the ground. And
Maybe.
like,
well,
yeah,
Yeah, I imagine Tarek just like pulls out a fucking measuring tape as he's like, no, that's like 1 centimeter off. It's not even an inch.
Yeah, it's like the idea of levitating, but that's not even the weirdest thing. The weirdest thing is that you can kind of see through him.
Yes.
I'll just wait outside then.
Great, thanks.
Oh, he's passing over to the other world.
Lachrin.
Yeah, he's not breathing.
Oh, creepy.
Yeah, Alexander's just like, he's already gotten ready. He's just staring in complete disbelief as he's like scratching his own scar. Kinda.
As he kind of like settles back down on the ground and becomes more solid again, he opens his eyes, or he blinks, and his eyes are back to his normal color of like grayish green, and he looks over. Oh, I thought you were still asleep. I apologize. I've been told that that's always terrifying to see for the first time.
It's not. It's not terrifying. It's just. Well, no, well,
You're
I
weirding me
understand that
out,
it's
bro.
not common for most people, but he's like scratching a spell scar that very visibly, like, almost echoed the magic, as it then settled down after a second. It's just surprising, is all. But I don't mind it. It's fine.
Surprising why? Is it? I suppose I don't really know much about. You're a sorcerer, right? One who's innately able to
Yes,
channel the magic.
sort of.
How did?
No, I
Can I
mean,
ask?
yes, yeah. hmm
Are you okay? You
He's just
scratch
kind of
it.
like staring for a second as he like sees that a spell scar is like clearly going up his throat behind his chin as he like hides it with his hand like, what? Yeah, no. Uh yeah, no. I'm just
Does it
just
hurt?
making small talk. Uh a bit, but it's mostly gone now as he just kind of looks down as if he could look at his own neck.
I see. Well, um, if you ever wish to talk, I understand I might not be the most reliable person to speak with about, well, many things, honestly, but
It's alright, you're reliable enough to trust.
that means a lot. Thank you. And his
I'm glad.
emotions have not, his face has been a blank check this whole time. So it's like he is very difficult to read.
Yes.
Um, but he kind of like looks at you, nods, and just to be clear, this is Alexander, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Do I, GM, this is kind of a little bit of metagame, but do I feel anything from Alexander? Because I
Yes.
know we spoke about it from
Actually,
last
wait,
week.
no, I don't know if I'm supposed to answer myself, but probably.
You
Considering
feel,
that he's like a death cleric.
yeah, he does feel something, but he's not quite. You're not quite sure what.
Yes.
You're not familiar with it yet.
I
You haven't
see.
like you haven't detected magic of like, and you've gone deep into it yet.
Yeah, I saw that he can use magic and I detected it yesterday, but it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yes.
just that's where it ended. I'd have to do
Yep.
a deep dive on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just kind of pulling out
Um,
a magnifying glass and being like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Everything is wrong with people, but if you want to talk about when you died, you can always come to me. And I walk out the room trying to go to the cleric, the man who was came in earlier.
Alexander just like follows after a few minutes, just kind of like narrowing his eyes, like, that's not something someone would normally say.
Uh,
As he just
so
goes back to his business of getting prepared.
so Renara drags Shaz the entire way, talking and asking her questions, all the way back to meet up with the rest of the party.
Oh boy.
And she says, "So Renara, where? So Shaz, why?
Run. So,
So
it's okay.
so she's like, Shaz, where'd you get the? So where'd you get those jewelry pieces?"
Oh, I won these in a card game, and I don't even need to roll deception for that.
Yep. And
You
then
can
she's like,
roll a persuasion, maybe? I don't know.
"So would you want to hear more about the glorious Bahamut,
Who's Bahamut again?
the god of dragons, the metallic dragons?"
Yeah, but who's the god of metallic dragons? Is it
Bravo.
actually a dragon?
Yes.
Or is it
Is
just...
it actually God?
So...
How do you know he's not the dragon of gods instead of a god of dragons?
That's so... Thank you.
That's something that Shaz would
This
say.
is-
Yeah. And that's how you guys, and that's how Shaz meets up with the rest of the party. You guys hear the constant question talking of Renara.
Good morning to you too.
I look over and say, it's refreshing to see you asking so many questions about faith so early. Very few people are
About
so...
faith? Oh no, we were talking about that guy, which is a dragon, which is also the god of dragons, which is for some reason a god.
Yes. Sometimes
But-
dragons are gods.
But we're not talking about faith.
Faith is many things, and she happens to be one of the faithful of the dragon god.
Huh.
Plus the kobolds.
True.
And Leodan,
Yes.
Mila says, "I think your rest of your, I think, did you find anything interesting, or
I don't know. Did I?
think your rest,
Do you want me to roll for it?
if you want, do you want to find anything individually, basically, before you leave?
I'm alright.
Okay.
Just finding information, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm good.
Yep. So Mila leads you to the rest of the party because she says we have to go. You probably have to go by now. I forgot.
Cool,
I was
cool.
trying to grab Mila. So that you see Mila the Cobalt and Leodan head up.
So on the way back, I say thank you to Myla for showing me what she showed me last night.
Yes. How to
Did
make
I
alchemist
get any
fires.
potion recipes or anything from that, or
She
no?
tried to teach you how to do alchemist fire, but
Sweet.
but you don't know how to use alchemist supply very
I
well
do.
yet. So.
I totally
Yeah.
do. This goes into that, and then you see what happens. That's alchemist, right
And
there.
You fuck
And it
around and
explodes.
then you find out.
Exactly, and that is what Leodan does all the way from his travels anyway. That's
That
literally
is
his
indeed a
path right
character
there.
moment.
Is he like mixing potions as he walks?
No,
Like,
no, we
trying to,
did that last night.
fiddle-
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
Oh no.
I was concerned,
No, no.
but
But also he's an elf, so he could probably do that. So
yes,
yeah.
quite.
But no. It's just the thanks. Thanks, friend. Right. Are we heading off?
And
Ah,
she said,
Leodan, there you are.
Here I am.
Good morning, good morning.
Good
Does
morning.
How's your rest?
Leodan even wonder where Shaz went in the middle of the night?
No. I just thought you
No.
went out, probably just went to the toilet, you know. Also, last I saw you, you disappeared into the into the bookshelves, and then I went asleep. So
True.
True.
so all the
Why?
kobolds are sunbathing during this time. Although the
What
kobolds
are
are
they doing exactly?
sunbathing.
Oh.
Oh yeah, like lizards.
yes,
Uh,
like the
can I,
lizards they
just-
are.
It's
Cool.
weird because they're supposedly hot-blooded, but besides the point.
They are. They're just doing it.
They just want more.
Maybe the sunbathing helps with warming up their inner temperature. Or maybe with their median clock? I don't know.
I do not know. Unfortunately, I'm a cleric of death, not a cleric of biology.
There's clerics
you
of
mention it,
biology.
neither am I.
That's amazing. That's amazing. We should find a cleric of biology.
It feels like that should be a thing.
It
doesn't
really,
it?
yeah. You
I
know,
found the next
yeah.
idea for a homebrew class.
The
Subclass.
butcher, yeah.
Okay.
The
Wow.
biology
Sweet.
domain.
Yes.
So Tarak and a female human are just gonna watch you go off. You haven't
Alright.
met the other one, and they say, "Good
What does
luck."
the...
Mila says she wants to go with you guys.
Yeah, Milo's coming with. Come on, then.
And she says, "I have the offering to the Myconids, and you smell something foul."
That's fine.
Mm.
She's
They
a
all-
scientist. I totally get it. Let's go.
Oh, is that another offering? This time actually being ripened.
Yes.
It
Ugh.
smells.
yes. We can go
Like-
get some of those mushrooms you said
Alexander
about.
just hides behind Lacrin like, ugh, what is that foul
Shit.
thing?
One sec. One sec.
Alexander, don't be so rude. This is an offering for a god.
Exactly.
A god?
Ah.
What god? The god of dirtiness and unwashed towels?
Maybe.
No,
You
the
don't
god
know.
of fraud. It's always
Yeah.
the god of fraud.
Well, to be fair, I don't actually know if the Myconids worship a god. I think they have something of a hive mind going on.
Well, let's go ask them.
Lacrim is so actually.
Actually,
Well, it's more so just they are mushroom people, so they don't really have noses. So
I
smells
imagine.
don't really work that much.
I mean, they probably have some sort of way to smell what's in the air, or like sense if there's something bad in the air.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before I forget, sister, do you happen to know if you have any beeswax or anything that would be safe to put in the ear, for a few people?
A few people.
If we're, yes,
I can make
earmuffs, protection,
I
anything
can make
like
I can
that.
make
Yes.
some earplugs later. I can use some of my remaining from flasks later. After
Shaz is
That would
just
be
looking
wondrous.
at her bunny tail and wiggles it a little.
You're wiggling your tail.
That would be wondrous. Thank you. Just I hope we won't need it, but I think we inevitably will. Anyway,
Mila looks
wish
can
us
I-
luck.
Can I cast prestidigitation above a kobold, trying to like see if like a shower of sparks like helps them sunbathe? That might
You
be
can
a
do-
dumb idea, actually.
That is a dumb idea. The kobold immediately freaks out.
Oh,
Why are you
Sorry.
bullying the kobolds?
oh no, I didn't want to do that. I'm sorry. Alexander just kind of like covers his mouth with his hands, like no.
And I think that's a good place to end the session for today, as you guys are actually leaving now the place.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We can go do some science in a cave. It's going great.
With
Yo,
mushrooms.
Mr. White,
Mushroom
do some
party.
science with the clerical biology.
Oh yeah. We're gonna go talk to
Yes.
yeah, find some mushroom people, talk to them.
Yeah, biology,
Hello.
bitch.
Our priest of death is gonna talk to them about faith. It's gonna be great.
And dying.
And dying and,
And
yeah,
corpses.
decomposing and yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Great.
do you just assume that I have nothing else to talk to people about other than death? I have
Because it's what you've been talking
emotions.
about.
You've asked me many times about my faith. That feels like something different than just
My faith.
liking to talk about. Anyway,
Alright, that's fine.
Does anyone want to say anything before before I stop recording?
Oh, well, we
Yes,
wrapped
we
up the
don't
session, so
always
that was
sound like
awesome.
this.
Amazing acting. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and what else? Right. Magic fucking sucks. Peace.
I do say
Someone who always plays magic classes.
Yeah, exactly.
we wish you a great many days, and we hope to see you all here again. Good
All right,
day.
thanks everyone for
And
watching.
be safe.
We're wrapping it up now,
Bye-bye.
and yeah, we'll see you on
And may
the
you
next
have
one.
many math equations above your head while you sleep.
Yes.
Bye.
Goodbye. And good luck.
Bye.
Bye bye.
I stopped recording.
Yeah, I'm
Did it
saying
stop
bye
now?
to my chat. Bye 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 bye. I'll probably be
Oh,
doing some
good.
streams later. So yeah. All right. Thanks everyone. Bye.